a full rerun. So another 10 laps for the LCs, the TZRs and the MZ. This is race 4 of the day. Got the whole start away from the front of the grid, and it's going to be Mark Laws that leads up the hill towards North Bend. Cooper still in that second position on the 2 TZR, but saying that Cooper goes down to third position. And indeed, Mark Laws also lost the race lead. It's going to be number 26, Darren Mowat, on the 250 LC. Yamaha that leads.
Darren Mowat, number 26 in the race. Just look forward there. You can see Darren struggling to keep control of the machine, failing abysmally in doing so and falling off the side of it. But it's his reluctance to actually let go of the handlebars that astounds everyone, and still he's hanging on to that machine and he refuses to give up. Obviously no thoughts of getting it upright again, but he's sliding along the surface now, still wrestling with it, and yes, I think he's won that one by 3 falls or a knockout. But Darren Mowat perfectly okay, and unceremoniously untangles himself from the wreckage, and then we'll get up and watch the rest of the race from the inside of the circuit.
Way of the circuit. Just had the instruction from the coach. Of course, we're going to have a full rerun. Another 10 laps for the LC, the TZRs and the MZ. Of the day. So the LC, TZRs and MZ make their way around Phil Rim once again and on towards Ches's Drift. See Cooper there in second position. And once again it's Mark Laws that's got the whole start away from the front of the grid, and it's going to be Mark Laws that leads up the hill towards North Bend. Cooper still in that second position.
Who's in the lead?
Number 26, Darren Mowat on the BMCRC. Yamaha that leads this field of LC, TZRs and MZ around Ches's Drift. That looks like the race leader has made a mistake, and there's come off the 250 LC, but I can see Darren up and okay on the inside of the circuit. So it's the flying timekeeper that leads the field, going up the hill towards North Bend. to the come
Good up,
over the
Darren.
start finish line, 2 laps to go.
It's Thomas Still that leads the race. Andy Nichols there in second. John Horgan slips underneath Nick Saunders as they go into Pilgrims, but Horgan loses the machine. Saunders avoids the action, but unfortunately Darren Mowat under braking there, and Laurie Page just didn't realise that Darren was going to have to brake and went into the back of the LC machine of Darren Mowat, and everybody finished up with absolute carnage there on the circuit, and the race very quickly having to be brought to a halt. Having just slipped underneath Nick Saunders, going very quickly and having to scrub off quite a lot of speed going through the apex of Chessons there, and the back end breaks away, then the front quickly comes out in sympathy, goes sideways, machine throws him across the top. He could almost have finished on the pillion of Nick Saunders' machine there, but Darren Mowat sees what's going on, brakes heavily, but unaware and completely obscured from a vision point of view was the following rider in the light blue livery, and that was Laurie Page. Laurie was the only rider, in fact, to sustain anything bordering serious injuries in this crash. He got a broken collarbone. The others escaped with relatively minor abrasions, but unfortunately Laurie wasn't to enjoy the best of seasons. He fell off again a little bit later on, I think it may have been in France, broke the same collarbone again, and that ended his season. Start of the LCs here for the Bemsee Championship. Nick Saunders on the front row along with, looks like Chris Adkin. And it's Nick Saunders that gets the break early on. It's brother Chris Saunders that slots in behind him, so the Saunders men leading this one. Around the outside, number 70, Andy Nichols. Darren Mowat also there prominently featured. Well, it's Nick Saunders sets the early pace then on machine number 16 as they go into the left-hander at Devil's Elbow. And it's Paul Reeves up there in second. Third now is Andy Nichols. But it's the hairpin where the drama occurs. Camera pans forward. Nick Saunders still leads. He's not going to get involved in this one. Neither is Paul Reeves. But look at Andy Nichols. Loses the back end. Darren Mowat goes into him. Chris Saunders goes down. But the following machine collides with Chris Saunders, trying to take avoiding action up the inside, that rider. And Chris Saunders was hit broadside in the head with the front wheel of that machine, and it knocked him unconscious. Pleased to say that it wasn't too long before he regained consciousness and was perfectly okay after that one. Replay mode then shows Nick Saunders in the lead, Paul Reeves second, Andy Nicholls, keep your eye on him, in third. Back end breaks away, Darren Mowat can't avoid him. Andy Nicholls took a fairly heavy tumble himself. He was bouncing down the trackside. Chris Saunders trying to go up the inside, losing the front end there. But now watch for the following rider to hit Chris Saunders. It's Mark Lauder, I think, that tries to go up the inside. And you can see he knocked Chris Saunders right around as that front wheel made contact with his head.
95, Keith Rossiter on the 250, and number 99, Andrew Carter on the 250 LC. The riders will get underway. The lights have gone to green and they will head down in towards Pilgrims and on towards Chestnut's Drift. Watch out for number 74, John Horgan. Just looking through the field, he's in around about 9th position at the moment. It is Nick Saunders that leads the field at the moment, number 16. Nick Saunders will lead the field as they go up the hill towards North End. Looking up the field again, yeah, Richard Huggins, he's now pulled out good second and a half over Darren Martin. He's got to go down. He's got a great go. Oh no! Looks like Darren's off up there.
To keep her protected. Now, we always like to save a real pure old crash for the end, and we've got King of the Pure Old Boys, Darren Mowat, standing next to me. And look at that, down he goes. What a goal, look at that. Couldn't even do a decent one. Like striding over that, look, oh God, what's he put down? There goes Charlie Blackmore on the TZR. Oh no, look, he's coming back to have another look now. No, it wasn't me, mate, it wasn't me. Nothing to do with me. Yeah, now he wants to get going again. Now he's wreaked havoc and caused mayhem. Look at the state of that. Gangling, long-haired girlie.
Two, three.
Third.
Is he?
I think he's got three to
Third, isn't he?
Third.
Yeah, he's coming now. He's just lost
Just
first.
lost it.
That's Simon, isn't it? No, Simon's out.
Simon's in the front. 1, 2, 3,
Four.
4. Oh, he's had Tony off. Yeah. Tony's off. They had Tony off, yeah.
He's just stood up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Up to now then.
Yeah,
Was that white one that took third, wasn't it?